quickly destroy the archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barakiel.
So answers an apothecary.
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint reached. All die.
Avenge me, brothers! We have to quickly destroy the Archaeotech engine.
Nothing could be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barricade.
So answers an apothecary. Warning!
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint reached. All die.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Angry Badger Minis. Let me get this little screen here fixed. See if I can, I don't know why every time I come in here, something crazy going on. Gotta love OBS, I guess. Let me see here. Okay. There we go. And hold on. Where's the... There it is. Cool. Found it. Alright, so this is what we're still working on. I have not been idle. Just to let you guys know, what I did was I went ahead and repositioned that toe here because he is not on the ground. And as it stands right now, because he's, you know, launching himself, you know, into the Wraithknight. As it stands right now, I am probably, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to take, like, I want this to be a diorama piece, and I just want it to look at. But we'll see as that goes, you know. I mean, I'm leaving myself plenty of wiggle room, so if I ever want to adopt it back to, you know, making it where I can use either model, then I'll do so. But we've come a long way with the knight, which is the biggest part. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to actually attach this here, okay? Because it's supposed to be something like that, because I'm going to need to get in here and do some other work, you know, painting and stuff, because things you wouldn't normally see too well, you'll see with this guy with his Superman, you know, launching thing. Man, I'm sorry if I'm clearing my throat a lot. Man. Anyway, so yeah, we've gotten pretty far on the night, arguing with idiots on Twitter on my other account. Took up some of my time, so I'm just gonna step back and hobby and screw all that. Alright, so next thing we're working on right now is to get the whatever, these railings and stuff on top. Let's see. I also have a picture. I just want to see if in the picture, yeah, it's got them there. Okay. This is not a very enjoyable portion of putting these guys together for sure. Just because they're a pain to do, but it's what it is. And you got to be careful that you don't break where they connect. Let's see. There's the other one I was looking for. I've had them where I didn't hardly do any pressure and the whole damn thing broke. Okay. So, wait. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna wait for that. Let's try to get these other pieces on first. Actually, I need to clean them up just a hair. Again, dull knife is the key here. Cannot stress that enough about everything. I wonder if I should just start like selling dull knives. Call it the dull blacksmith or something, I don't know. The dull artisan. Oh, thank you to my new subscribers. I noticed that I had a couple more, and I'm assuming it was from you guys I was talking to last night, so I really appreciate that. Well, actually, you guys were on Twitch, I think. I don't know. There's a couple people new on YouTube, So really appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, checking us out, Twitch or YouTube, either one, doesn't matter to me. Thank you for being here. And let's see. And again, if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, help out with that algorithm to get us out there. I would really appreciate it. I hate this part because I don't want glue everywhere. It rotates in your fingers, and while I don't have a ginormous hand, my fingertips do stick down further than where I normally grasp, so they touch before the piece gets to where I need it to be. Just kind of wipe some of that extra glue away there, and we'll let that sit for a second, because we got to put this piece here and then this piece goes up there. So while that's sitting, I'm going to go ahead and look for the stuff I need here. $123 is right here. And that will be important to put these in the right order. Okay, so they're all on here. Looks like 121, 122, 121, 122, 123, 124, and then that should be it. Yep, there's 4 of those. Those are going to be a pain in the ass. You can't stand them. But it is what it is. Once we get the top portion done, we're going to move to the top portion of the Wraith Lord. I'm not concerned right now about the weapons on this guy, the arms or anything like that. I mean, the only one I really have to concern myself with is the chain sword that's gonna, come through here. And I haven't quite decided, exactly how I want to do that. I'm not going to. Well, I guess I say I haven't decided. I guess I have. I'm not going to cut a hole through his torso and stick the sword through. That's not going to happen. If anything, I'm going to cut the sword in half where I need it to be, and magnetize it to the chest, and then magnetize the other piece on the back. And then whenever I get around to the explosion portion, a lot of that, you won't even be able to see, or I'll tie that into that portion of the sword. I think we can do this now. Should be semi-dry. I hope. Put it in there and then rest that down. That over. And rotate it up. Okay, it's playing games with me right now. I knew you were gonna do that, you son of a bitch. Let's try it from this angle then. Almost right, it's just put a little glue on our blade here. Push this in and rub some glue on that connection. Gonna have to hold it. I don't want to use zip kicker on this because I don't want to expand it or weaken it. This is a very weak piece of plastic, to say the least. And we'll just move that glue out of the way a little bit. Probably won't even see it once it's painted, but never can tell. Well, you can. I'm just saying that because I don't have anything else to say at the moment. Right. Going to attempt. And if you notice, I'm not putting the glue directly on the hull itself. I'm putting it on the teeth or the keys of the railing. And it's important that you do that, otherwise you're going to have way too much glue up there. Especially if you have to maneuver it in any way like that. Just shove it underneath any extra glue you have. Okay. Let's find the hatch. I just don't like the way this little whatever's going on in here looks. It's not like it's a huge deal or anything, but that looks better. and no one's gonna notice it notice it at all. But you know. Alright. So now we gotta find and cut out in order these things. So we're going to go, I think, in reverse order would be helpful. So 124. 123. Of course, I dropped it. 122. And 121. Oh, you know what? I think there's one that goes here. 119. Yep. Set that over there. Alright. Very, very tiny work. And I'm doing it in reverse order, hoping, because I haven't put one of these together in a while, that it'll give my fingers a little more room. Okay. The Imperial Knights definitely have a lot more smaller parts and stuff than the Eldar do. Jeez. That was a pain in the ass. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Get some water. Okay. Nope, not yet. I mean, you know, it'd be easy to say that all these details are gonna, you know, be lost in the action. And you're probably not wrong. But if I didn't include them, I mean, imagine, you know, trying to answer for that. Not that I have to answer anybody.
Hello, Sir Boss again. Winking and laughing.
Sir Boss? That's crazy. What's going on, brother? Come on. What are you working on? I'm working on driving myself crazy. So what are you working on, YETI TV?
Wallet. What, your bot ain't reading my last text? Hesitant face.
I've got hello Sir Boss again, and then I've got this one. I don't know.
Wolat. Finished painting my first blood letter, winking and laughing.
How long did that take? Or do I dare say how many days? I'm just kidding. I have no room to talk. All I've been doing is putting things together.
Wolat. Like 1.5 hours I would say, didn't look on the watch XD.
Right on. Was last night your first night on the stream?
Wolat. But it's posted in your Discord.
Oh yeah?
Winky face.
You check that shit out.
Wolat. Yes it was.
Did you get a chance to you posted it in my Discord. Oh yeah. That's legit, dude. Well, did you base him? Or is that it? Is that as far as you got?
Wolat. No highlights yet.
Gotcha. I didn't realize you were on the Discord. You just got promoted to Battle Brother. Or Sister. Because I don't know if you're male or female. Well, the reason I asked if it was your first time, did you happen to go check out the...
And sword ain't T finished cause I lack 3 colors. Hesitant face.
What colors? What colors are you missing?
Wolat. A yellow, orange, and a bright white.
Well, I see a yellow in the background on that one. Is that yellow? Looks like yellow. Some kind of yellow, or is that a really screwed up brown or something? And the white, I mean, that'll look whiter over something lighter. So paint.
Wolat. But I need a base yellow, but what I have is contrast. Forgery brush.
Okay. Well, if you need white, the first thing I would do is in light coats, I would repaint that sword if you're putting white on the sword. You said that that's contrast.
Wolat. Just the tip.
Oh, okay. When did you order some paints, or how? You know, what's the deal there? Oh no. I can't wait to be done with these little tiny handles.
Wolat. NA today is paint and play night in my LGS. First ever match 500 points Kern Demons Woo. Then I'll buy those colors.
Right on. Did you happen to go look at my first video on YouTube? My very first one. This guy does not, in the picture, does not have a weapon up here. Well, makes my job a little easier, but I don't know about this hole. That'll be fine. You got these holes.
Wallet. All those Necrons. Laughing face.
No. I mean like the very first video. Like the very first one before, like, there's all kinds of empty shelves and stuff. And boxes of models. Hold on, let me see if I can get a link for it. Let's see, where are you? It's a long time ago. A year ago.
Wallet. What day fuck all those boxes?
There, I sent you the link to the video unless you're already looking at it.
Wallet. Some start collecting psi-inch boxes there.
Well, there are.
And laughing.
No. It was something else, and they've all been put together now. Don't have any of that stuff anymore.
Wallet. Curses.
Curses. So, who are you playing against for your game?
Wallet. Nids.
Ooh. That might be a little rough. I don't know. 500 points though, maybe not. What all do you have besides bloodletters?
Look at all those bugs. Laughing face.
Man, you don't even know the half of it. It's crazy. It's, oh man. I need to do an update video just to show people my progress. Because for a while there I was doing small videos or whatever.
Wallet. 20 blood letters, 1 blood master, 10 flesh hounds, 3 blood crushers.
I don't know if any of that could take on a Turvagon, which he probably would bring. I would imagine. I mean, maybe. I'm not the expert on demons. I mean, I have a bunch of them, but I've never actually played them. Okay. Alright, I think this part. Oh wait, we need the face. Where is the one that I need? There it is.
Wallet. I don't mind, it's my first match. If SOME1 needs to noob bash me for their ego, then they need to go for it. Laughing face. I just wanna learn to play and have some fun.
Well, I hope you don't get freaking noob bashed, because that's, as long as you can be cool with it, I guess that's fine, but I don't know. I'll be honest, if I was playing in it and I knew it was your first time, you'd probably end up winning. I'd probably throw the game. Because I, want you to learn the game. I don't have anybody to play with right now. So I'm thinking about trying to put some games together with some of you guys on here that are regulars on Tabletop Simulator, if any of you guys are interested. Although I don't know the 9th edition rules that well because I didn't really enjoy the rules and didn't bother. Play some simpler games online. What's my problem here? Why are you not connecting?
Wallet. So some critic on my paint job?
Let's see. I don't like to tell people about colors that you used because that's really up to you. And because you're missing colors, like you don't have some stuff, there's not a whole lot I can do, but just something that'll strike out to you. If you look at the first photo, actually let me scroll real quick. Yeah, if you look at the first photo, the corn icon where you've got the blood dripping part, that's kind of dark and all that. You could do with some highlights, and you have the colors to do it. Just mix in your white, but don't go crazy, and do it like, let me see if I can explain this to you. If you look at, you see how the light is hitting it. All those spots where the light is hitting it is where you would want the lighter shade to go. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do the whole thing or anything like that, and that would bring out.
Wallet. Mixing white and technical color.
You can mix white and whatever color that is that you used on it, on the symbol. That would work. I would also try to, if you have any browns or something, if you could make kind of a brown, I would make.
Blood for the blood god is what I used for blood.
Okay. Well, you still need to do a little bit of like I said, a little bit of highlight where the light is shining on that spot. Or those spots. Well, yeah. And then the next thing that I would do, I mean, these are just suggestions. I'm not saying you need to do them. Poor choice of words. The next thing you could do to bring your skulls out would be to get some kind of brown, or make a brown if you can, and like the consistency of milk, okay? And just do a wash over that. Let it go into the recesses and all that, and then come back with a paper towel and get the
Agrax Earth shade I have here.
Okay, I didn't know you had that. That'll work. So run the Agrax Earthshade wash over it, and then take a paper towel and just dab off, the excess or whatever, so it doesn't pool up too much. But you're gonna want some pooling around the eyes, the jaw, like underneath your cheekbone. Like you're gonna want some of that darkness down in here to really bring out the jaw. But you're not going to want a bunch on the forehead, you know what I'm saying? So you would want to tap that off or whatever. And really the only way to, because I'm not painting, the only way to show you that or to learn that is by doing it. And your Agrax Earthshade actually could work as well on the body on the second picture of your demon. For the same concept of bringing out all the little raised bumps, and then just dab off, you know, the stuff, you know, I mean, hell, you could put it all over him. It would probably work out well with the red. And then just dab off, you know, the parts where it's too dark on the lighter portions where light would be hitting it. And that would give you some definition in there before you even went over some highlights. You could do that on the hair on his back, you know, and like I said, all those bumps, whatever, you just wash right over top of that and then dab off the excess. You could damn near do the whole damn model. I would do the same thing on the back of the banner at the top.
The pustles, I wanted to sprinkle some white on them for variation.
You can afterward.
Asterisk variation.
Right, you can after, but what you don't want is to have red and then white. It's going to look like somebody flicked white paint on your guy. You got to have a or you need to have a transition, you know, with some shading in it. Like if you look at the third picture, you'll see on the right side of the hair on his spine, there's a dark area right there. That's kind of what I'm talking about, except you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna get a more defined look around all of the little goosebumps, we'll call them. And then you can always go back and put the white on, or cream, or whatever it is that you want to do. Let's see here. The tongue. Well, actually, let me go back. All of the copper that you have, or whatever that is, all of that could be hit with the Agrax Earthshade, and again, dab off the excess. And I would tell you that for your base, you're definitely going to want a lighter colored base, not white, but something that allows the darker red and all that to stand out. You don't want, like, you know, your model getting lost in the base. And the tongue, I don't know, purple? It just screams Tyranid to me, but I mean, if you like it, that's all that really matters.
Wallet. For the copper, I wanted to use Nuln oil.
You could. I think if you use Nuln oil, in my personal opinion, if you use Nuln oil, it's going to look like you did a black wash over it, and I don't think you're going to like the look. You could try the Agrax Earthshade first, and then once you've, you know, dabbed off the excess and maybe relightened, you know, some, you know, certain areas, you know, where the light, you know, might be hitting it.
But before I do those shades and highlights, I wanted to complete the minis. Laughing face.
Sure. The white teeth. Unless he's got dentures, I can't see this guy having white teeth.
But that's some great input there.
I'm big into, you know, realism and grimdark. The paint stuff that you saw earlier, I did that back in 2000, like on that same channel. That army was built and painted in 30 days and back in 2003, and it's the entire army except for like the flames and the scales on the Emperor's Champion. That's really not an Emperor's Champion for this army, on that shield that I gave him, and then there's some flames or whatever inside the, oh no, that I did do that. Anyway, everything else, and I mean everything, was dry brushed, because that was like the new standard of excellence back then. So I didn't, you know, I mean, all the green completely dry brushed, you know, all that, you know, the yellow and black stripes, the You know, all the black, I mean, the entire thing is dry brushed. And not with, like, you know, the cool stuff we have now, makeup brushes and stuff like that. It was use a brush. So I went through some brushes. I mean, and I don't know if you can tell, but if you look close enough, you can even probably see the granule, where it's not quite as smooth of a paint job as like an airbrush or something like that. But that's because it was the dry brush. So, but that army has won many battles. As a matter of fact, the only one that it lost was the one that I forfeited in a game shop that was not a very good game. The guy was not very fun to play with, and I was winning, and I just stuck my hand out and was like, you know, shook his hand, and he looked at me puzzled, like, why am I shaking his hand? And I said, you know, you win. And I packed up my stuff and left while he called me all kinds of names and everything else. And I've never gone back to that store, and I won't. Not while he's playing there anyway. It's not worth it for me to get upset and get mad about anything. Alright, so yeah, so that's it for the torso for this guy. All that's left is the arms. Everything else is done. And so essentially he's going to be flying through the air like that. Kind of turned over, throwing his shoulder into him with the battle cannon over here and the sword going through. So now we're going to work on his torso, which shouldn't take long at all. The thing that takes the most time with all of these, other than this nonsense over here on the Imperial Knight, is the weapons, putting them all together. It's crazy, all the little pieces. Yeah, I didn't tell you guys about that story last night, did I? I've said it on the channel before, but it basically, I think I lined that game up. It took me like 2 months to get that game lined up, and oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that was different. No, I just went to the store because they said that they were playing Warhammer on Discord, or not Discord, but something else, some other chat thing. And so I went, and everybody had a game, and I was stuck around waiting for a little while, and it's about, I don't know, hour and 15 minutes to get there. Rode on my motorcycle, had all my stuff on the back, and I don't know, I guess I waited around 30 minutes or so, and this guy comes in, and he was a younger guy, I don't know, maybe in his mid-20s. Supposedly was in the Navy or something like that, which was cool and all. So I thought that would be, you know, cool. And he had a Space Wolf army that was completely meta, used, not painted. Not that I care. I mean, I'm not an elitist on that nonsense. I'll still play somebody that doesn't have painted models. But he, and this was this Salamanders were the army that I used. And he had bought the entire army as is off of eBay, and it was tournament, you know, tournament army. And so, you know, he was real confident. Well, he had one of those long fang ships or whatever. I have one. I've never played with it. I just put it together through putting on my channel. But anyway, he in the second turn, he forgot to shoot with that thing, and he also did not pay attention to where it was flying. And since I was not really savvy on flyers, I didn't say much. I mean, actually I didn't say anything. I just kind of said to myself that I think he's going to fly off the board because he's got no room to turn or something like that. I don't remember. But I never said anything. And he didn't fly off the board, he just did whatever. And I'm killing this guy. I mean, the amount of Marines and firepower I had, I'm killing him. And he's getting frustrated because in his mind, you know, he bought this army. It's tournament meta, blah blah blah. He should be winning, kicking my butt, and it just wasn't working out for him. And you know, I had good tactics. I mean, and he was getting really upset. And then we got to turn 5, and he says to me, by the way, he still hasn't shot with this ship since turn 2. Like, he forgot this whole time. And he looks at me and he goes, hey, I was about to kill his commander. That's what it was. And I was going to get whatever the victory point thing was. It Slay the Warlord or something like that. I don't really like all that crap. But anyway, I was about to kill his commander. Like, there was no way he was going to make all those saves. And so
3 turns later. Don't be a crybaby.
Dude,
laughing face.
He was like, he goes, well, hold on a second before you do that. I forgot to shoot, you know, with my ship or whatever, you know, in turn 2. Do you mind if I fire with it? And I was like, well, yeah, man. You know, I mean, that's a long time ago. You know, if you just said, you know, in my last shooting phase I forgot to shoot, yeah, I'd let you shoot. But I mean, dude, that was a long time ago. And he got real angry. And I was just like, dude, I'm not doing this, you know. And you know, he's like, this is bullshit, blah blah blah. And you know, he's kind of throwing his tape measure around and throwing dice around a little bit. And you know, and of course, when it came time for him to have to save his commander, I mean, the guy literally was wiped out before he even tried to save because of no saves. Well, he really started getting heated. I took a look around real quick, and everybody was looking over at our table, and I just stuck my hand out, you know, and he shook my hand. He's like, what's going on? And I'm like, you win, man. No sweat, don't worry about it. And he's like, oh, that's bullshit, man, that's bullshit. The only reason you're doing that is because I asked you to let me shoot, you know. And he's getting louder, trying to get people to support him or whatever. I said, no, man, you know, it's not worth it to me, you know. If you're not having fun, I'm not having fun. And I packed up my stuff and I left. And I got a message from somebody saying he's kind of a hothead, you know. They hope to see me again and whatever. And I was just, in my mind, I was sitting there thinking to myself, okay, so you guys already knew this. I didn't know this. No one warned me. And you didn't even speak up, you know, at the time. Just, you know, you knew what was going on. You didn't even speak up in my defense, you know, or whatever. Just, no, I'm not going back. And even though I don't have anybody to play with, I got my own game table, my own little game room. Eventually I'll have somebody, you know, to play with or whatever, maybe. Or I'll just play alone. But yeah, I'm too old for the drama. I just want to play a game. I don't care if I win or lose, honestly. But, you know, that right there is kind of cheating in my mind. You know, I mean, because where would it have stopped? First, he would have said, "Oh, you know, I didn't get to shoot in turn 2. Can I shoot yet? Oh man, actually, I didn't shoot in 3 and 4. Can I shoot again?" You know, I mean, no, because I've already committed my troops to being in the open or exposing themselves or doing whatever it was I was doing. You know, it's just, and maybe, I mean, I don't know this. I have nothing to base this off of. Maybe that was his plan. You know what I mean? Like to and maybe he's done that before, I don't know, but to just not shoot and then go, oh man, I forgot, and you've done all this stuff, and now he's going to unload on you, you know, when you don't have any cover or whatever. I have no idea. But it definitely wasn't a very fun game at all. And unfortunately, that was my last game. Well, last physical game. I played a game of Tabletop Simulator 40K with a friend of mine who lives in that same area. He just doesn't have any models or anything. But as soon as I'm done with stuff, he's gonna...
Even I would have said no, that's 3 battle turns back.
Yeah.
Laughing face.
I know, man. It's... Like I said, I think he probably has done that before, maybe, and gotten away with it. Or maybe people just let him get away with it, you know, because they don't want to hear the complaining. I don't know. But that was crazy. I remember a tournament that I went to. Those Necrons you saw, the only reason I even possessed them was because there was a tournament in Nashville, North Carolina that I wanted to attend, a small one, nothing big. But I was there and I wanted to play. But none of my stuff had arrived yet from Okinawa, Japan, where, you know, I had been stationed prior to coming home. And went into the store where it was going to be held, and you know, the next couple of days, and that was it in 2 days. And all they had was Necrons. And I was like, oh, you know, I always wanted a Necron army. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And he's like, yeah, nobody wants them. You know, can't seem to get them off the shelf. He could have been lying to me, I don't know. And what he had was Necron warriors, and that, you know, and I think he had one Necron lord or something like that, maybe one. And that was it. No destroyers or none of that stuff. That was all stuff I bought later. So I bought, I think, like 100 troops or something like that. And when I showed up, I had everything dry brushed, you know, silver, whatever. So basically the entire army was painted. A ton of scarabs. I don't even remember. I think I have 36 bases of scarabs or something like that. And that's of the old stuff. It was crazy. And I don't remember how many I fielded, but I know that when I showed up, of course, you know, it's their gaming group. I'm just this outsider that no one's ever heard of, coming in with Necrons. And when I put all those troops down on the table, dude, the groaning was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Just, oh man, you know, and it's like, they get back up, you know, I'm never going to be able to kill them all. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point of Necrons. You gotta be able to do something else, you know, win a different way. You know, it's not always about taking out every model. And but surprisingly, you know, they said they had a really good time because of the way that I played. I didn't like wipe people because I could. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I could have. It's not. I don't know. I just want people to have fun. I want to have fun. I like to play, like, in my head, a story is going on. I'm not really concerned about the victory points and all that crap. I think that's lost in the hobby now. I don't think a lot of guys play like that. That's why I want to make a video on how every army in 40K, how they win every battle, even if, you know, even if you didn't win per the objective, you know, of the mission or whatever your agreed upon victory conditions were. Maybe I'll do like a PowerPoint or something. I don't know. Because I think if people could, you know, live that in their head, even if they technically lose the game, it would make things a little more enjoyable.
Wallet. Ciench would even say, in case of losing a match, part of the grand plan I have, winking and laughing.
For sure. That's kind of my point, you know? But I mean, I don't know. Everybody's so angry all the time now about everything. I mean, I can't say I'm not sometimes. I mean, like the Twitter stuff I was talking about, a freaking, gosh, that guy is supposedly a former veteran fighter pilot, supposedly. You run into all kinds of guys, you know, that claim they're something, and then when you get to talking, they're not.
Infern wins all the time. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne.
Yep. But it was all about politics and everything, guys. we weren't even talking about each other's careers or anything like that, and the guy immediately starts talking about how, oh, I'm a combat vet. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. You're not the only one. You know? None of that makes you any better than anybody else. You know, he didn't like hearing that. And we were in a very long, probably hour and a half Twitter battle. Whatever, man. Whatever. Oh shit, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. I'm over here doing stuff like I normally do it.
Wallet. I don't care either. Laughing face. Was in the military myself. Learned chef and learned baker.
Right on. Well, and that's the thing, you know, I mean, it just, when he came out with that, I'm like, dude, what? We're talking about politics here. What the hell has that got to do with anything, you know? Just dumb. But, you know, and if you looked at his bio on Twitter, because he, like, put everything on there, I got an MA in this, and an MA in that, and a BS, and I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at his picture, I'm like, this guy can't be, you know, older than 40 something. He's not a retired military guy like myself, so he spent most of his time in school. So he might have did like one enlistment, you know. Oh, and he was in the Naval Academy. And I'm just like, gosh, man, you know, you're the epitome of what all of us ever had to deal with for crappy officers. And you don't even realize it.
Wallet. German ground forces. Laughing face.
Right on. What are you doing over here? Instructions? You're getting in my way. I don't think I really need you, but I kind of want you set up just in case.
Wallet. If you call a medic, I'm coming. Laughing face.
Well, I was Special Operations, Force Constance, Marine Scout Sniper. There's no calling for a medic. Nobody's around. We either take care of ourselves or, well, that's it. See you in the next life. Oh shit, I just put that on. It doesn't even glue to anything. What the hell did I do that for? Ugh. Damn it. I don't know why I just did that.
Wallet. Sniper. Without my glasses I can't even see my D*CK. Laughing face.
I've known plenty of guys that were snipers with glasses. Damn good shots too. I don't know. I've never used my service to try to, I don't know, get any kind of respect or get something over somebody else, and it really irks me when people do that. You know what I mean? It's just so annoying. Probably should have never even bothered saying anything, but
Wallet. Here in Germany you don't get respect for military service time. Happy face.
you don't really get respect here either unless you're running in certain circles. I mean, nobody really cares, and it's not, I don't think it's so much that some people hate military folks, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are plenty like in military towns, but, and I'm sure it's the same for you guys, but I think it's more, I run into more guys that tell me when, you know, like I don't have, like my truck, it's only got one sticker on it, and unless you served in my community, you wouldn't even know what it is. But you figure out quickly, you know, if you're paying attention that it's military related. And then of course, you know, they see the way I stand and walk, blah blah blah, and they'll ask, you know, are you in the military? You know, oh yeah. Oh, thank you for your service. I wanted to go in, you know, and I always hear that, and it's just like, well, I mean, you know, okay, I mean, you don't owe me an explanation for anything, you know. It's weird. That's all I can say. I mean, I'm not judging anybody. I mean, I don't know. I told somebody today on Twitter, of all places, I probably need to stay away from that thing, or just stick on my, get back to my hobby account that I've neglected. They were asking an opinion about, it was a woman saying, when I talk to my husband at work, he calls me by my first name, but he calls me baby at home. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, he's probably trying to be professional, you know, at work. I mean, that would make sense to me. But she was like, you know, I wanted to ask everybody here, you know, what they thought if something was going on, this and that. And I got on there and I said, look, as respectful as I can say this, you should not be asking any of us about that. You need to be talking to your husband and him alone. You guys are a team, and that's how it's supposed to be. No one else, friends, family, anybody should matter.
Don't need to be sorry if someone don't serve, no questions asked, I would say.
Yep. And you know, she's like, well, I would like other people's opinions. I said, and what is their opinion gonna do but create doubts and everything else in your head? You know, and it just, I'm telling you, it's like these people have never grown out of school. Like, they gotta have acceptance from everybody and someone else's opinion. They can't formulate their own, and they can't make their own mistakes or whatever. Just crazy. And this other girl tried to defend her, saying, well, what if he's gaslighting her? And I'm like, you want to stop with the buzzwords and explain what you're meaning, like in detail? And she's like, well, what if, you know, if she were to ask him, you know, and then he just denies it? And I'm like, because it's probably nothing there. And I said, none of us know that. And I'm telling you, man, people are retarded these days. They really are. I believe probably more relationships break up because, well, my friend said, who gives a shit what your friend says? You know what I mean? Anyway, let's talk Warhammer. Fuck all this. What the hell am I even talking about this shit for? Let's see.
Wallet. I wouldn't mind if my boss is flirting with his wife when they both are at work, but something like baby, dear, etc. They call themselves by the names. Wallet. Like I do with my co-workers.
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, I think in some ways if you're not, I mean, like if you're if you're complaining that they're not calling you by your pet name or whatever, and you think that they're trying to avoid that, that you think that they're cheating on you, then you've got problems if you have no actual proof. I mean, if I was, you know, especially if you were talking about something, you know, serious and private, why on earth would you want to let anybody else around you know that you're talking to your wife, you know? Or whatever.
Well, stupid, I would say. Low self-esteem.
For sure. Alright, so this part should be pretty straightforward, I would think, because he hasn't really, the Eldar torso hasn't really moved. So I should be able to just stick this in, glue it in, and then that's it. But it's going to be turned slightly this way. Alright, let's do that. I'll just put a little bit of glue so I can correct it later if I don't like it. This is going to be a very expensive diorama.
Roulette. ODMND, now I realized you're building that shot for the cinematic XD.
Yeah, that's what I'm building. I'm trying. Or I will, but like I said, very expensive diorama. Diorama? I don't know. One of those two. Before we attach that, we're going to get the rest of this stuff going on here, which is going to take some time because it's fiddly little bits. Let's see. That's all weapons that we won't be using on this. There's what I was looking for. You didn't know that's what I was building?
Was wondering why the Wraithknight is so far backwards on the base. Then I saw the legs, then I looked up the legs in the shot. It made click in my head XD.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, this is the base for the Imperial Knight, but, you know, depending on how this works out, I may or may not, you know, have them permanently on here. Probably not. They'll probably just be pinned. You gotta be kidding me. Stupid.
Wallet. Just for my explanation, it's 5.14 M here and I'm tired AF XD.
I gotcha. What the hell are you doing up so early, working on models, or did you not go to bed?
Wallet. Came from work, then I painted up a blood letter, saw you online, heard your critics, and now I'm here, laughing face.
So what, are you gonna just stay awake until your game, or when do you go to sleep?
Wallet. Rather sooner than later, laughing face.
Huh. Yeah, I usually come on 10 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I guess I forgot to put it on the Discord, but normally I put it on the Discord. Let's see here.
Wallet. Don't you worry.
I only have 14 more knights to put together. And one more Wraithknight and an Eldar Titan.
Wallet. 14?
Yeah, I've got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've put 5 together and I've got 14 more after this one. Maybe, no, maybe it's 16 more. Because I think I had 17 left. Shit, I don't know. And I've got one more Wraithknight to put together. That'll be 3 that'll be fully operational for play, not including this one.
Holy smokes, you getting those for free?
No.
Winking and laughing.
I wish. No, I've no, I bought them bought them over time. Just bought and had these ideas in my head for mana pools and stuff.
Sponsored by Games Workshop. Laughing face.
No, definitely not. Although that video that I put out, I was accused of being a scalper. That was interesting. Never saw that coming.
Wallet. 30 boxes of minis per month. Laughing face.
Yeah. No. Just been collecting a long time, and I never bought. Well, actually, I bought. Let me think about this. I bought the one box. Oh shit! I bought the one box that had the Wraithknight, 2 Wraith Lords, and 15 Wraith Guard from an actual Games Workshop store in Orlando, Florida. Everything else I've bought mainly from, and I don't know if he's still around, Neil at the warstore.com, because you got discounts and stuff, and then he would, depending on, like if you spend over $100, I think you got free shipping. So that's where a lot of that came from. But I buy.
Wallet. And then he don't even have start collecting CNG demons. Hesitant face, can't find them anywhere. Stupid GW selling stop/production stop.
Yeah, I don't get them, man. I really don't. This goes on this side. So I need to, oh wait a minute, we don't have the other piece. Hold on, we gotta put these together. Forgot about that.
Wallet. And the only Chaos Demons starting box now is Kern Demons. Wink with a frown, I just wanted to play jeans. Laughing face.
Play jeans? I don't get that. What do you mean?
Wallet. CNG.
Oh, Zinch. Gotcha.
Wallet. Wanted to try in another wording so your voice reader would pronounce it right. Mission failed. Laughing face.
It's what it is. No big deal. Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. You weren't my son, I'd hug you.
Wallet. I guess today 500 points Corn Demons will be 1 Blood Master, 20 Blood Letters and 7 Flesh Hounds.
Why, are you falling out? Can't put any more together?
Wallet. NA, that's 485 points. Happy face.
Well, in a 500 point game, 15 points is that's a lot of points to not have. If you can get some other stuff out to make the points up, whether it be weapon upgrades or whatever.
Wallet. 90 points Blood Master, 130 per 10 unit of letters, 19 points per Flesh Hound.
Why is that not going in? What the hell?
Wallet. Sadly, I cannot fit anything else.
Not even like a weapon upgrade?
Wallet. No weapon upgrades to get.
How much is a single blood letter? Or do you just not have any more models?
Wallet. 13.
Well, if you have one extra blood letter, you could maybe throw it in there, I don't know.
Wallet. But cannot be more or less than 10 per unit.
Well, it can be less, but you pay the full points. The way I remember it. One second, be right back.
Wallet. Codex says it has to be 10 per unit. Wallet. BRB kitchen getting some food in my belly.
I knew I was putting that in right, but it's just being really stubborn. There it goes. Okay. What the hell's going on here?
Wallet. That's part of the end of my workday is, when I get to eat my diner again, winking and laughing, Wallet. Asterisk best.
I hear you. Oh man.
Wallet. Some rice, with ground beef rolls, feta cheese, bell pepper, and corn.
Nice. So are you gonna make any additions to your army? Like, are you going 1,500, 2,000, 2,500?
Wallet. Next step will be 1,000 points.
What are you planning on adding to it?
Wallet. That will be a bloodthirster and a skull taker.
That'll definitely round out your points fast.
Wallet. And then next major step will be 2,000 points. Wallet. Then I'll get more bloodletters, a Karanak and Scarbrand.
I don't like the Scarbrand model, honestly. Okay, why am I having? I don't know why I'm having such a problem with this particular Wraithknight. I didn't have any of these problems. There we go. I didn't have any of these problems with the other one. Other two.
Wallet. That Xeno's knight is a diva.
Yeah. You're not kidding. Okay, so we got that part done. So I need to get these pieces here. Lost my picture. Looks like he's actually leaning over more than I thought. I mean, the upper torso is leaning like that.
Wallet. There are 2 routes for my army. Path A getting to 1000 points and Path B is getting 350 more points of science.
Oh, so you're just making a demon army, not a corn demon army. Is that right?
Wallet. NA2 armies. Happy face. Wallet. Or with Belliker 3 cuz of Yundi Vidit.
Right. I knew I was going to drop that on the floor.
Wallet. NA my bro don't in it to build paint his mini cuz he don't know if he likes Warhammer, so I will add 350 points of science, got 10 pink horrors, so we can play a 500 points match Kern vs science.
I understand that. I think a lot of people, there would be a lot more people involved if it wasn't so damn expensive.
And I get a sneak peek into Psyker and shooting, winking and laughing.
You're gonna drive him off. He's gonna be like, fuck this. How was I supposed to know that could happen? What's interesting is that I chose to do this as a diorama knowing full and well I don't like the color red that much.
Wallet. But getting to 500 points CH will be fine. Like I said, I already have 10 pink horrors, 150 points, then I bought an exalted flamer and a fate skimmer.
You have the oh gosh, what are they called? Do you have the blue horrors and the brimstone horrors? What the hell's going on here? And I'm telling you, I am having all sorts of problems with this one.
Then I just need to add some flamers of CH and a box or two of blue horrors.
I don't know if I got a bad cast or what the hell happened here. I fixed it. Man, that was annoying. I'm trying to remember if the demons still have to be summoned onto the field or not.
NIRLY want to have in Lord of Change just a stunning model for me at least.
I hear you. I have one. And I put both of the Fate Weaver heads on it and added a third arm to him. That way he can be either or, you know? Because you'll have an extra arm. I think I have, yeah, I did a video on that somewhere.
Wallet. Arms for the Change God. Laughing face.
Exactly.
Wallet. In Lord of Change box is also in Kairos head?
I believe so. I mean, that's how mine was. I mean, unless they changed it. It's got all his weapon options. Or the staff, I believe. I don't remember. So I've got the extra Lord of Change head. That's gonna become like something for my Grey Knights or something else, I don't know.
Wallet. Great, then when I will eventually get in Demon Prince, then he will get in Lord of Burbhead and getting in Blue Paint Yob. Wallet. And I need feathered wings like in Lord of Change.
That's all there is,
Wallet.
feathered wings.
Not that bad looking ones.
Yeah, I don't like those either. That's like all of the 3D stuff I did for my Dark Eldar. The 3D prints are all feathery wings. I don't like the bat wing thing. I think it's dumb.
Wallet. And burb feet.
Yep.
Wallet. Then I have in Demon Prince of Siench, laughing face.
Nothing wrong with that. I can't imagine that I'll ever have more than one. And I don't really, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know once I get all these models put together if there'll ever be anything else from Games Workshop that I'll buy. Because now that I know how to make my own molds and stuff like that, it's just, you know. I love making terrain though.
Wallet. And for in Corn 1, just slapping red paint on him and some brass XD.
I love making terrain, and if I ever get into 3D printing myself, that's one thing I'm probably going to really go heavy on.
Wallet. So my friend, I'm gonna go hitting the hay.
Alright, brother. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again soon. Good luck on your game. Looking forward to hearing how it goes.
Wallet. NA no luck. Fun I want. Winking and laughing.
Well, I want the details. problem is here. This one won't have the weapons on top because it doesn't have it in the picture from the video. And they give you these little plugs in case you don't want to put the weapons on top. Of course, trying to get them in there is another story. I haven't had to use these yet. I've been using the weapons, so. Man, they're a pain. Oh shit. So now we got it in there and now can't get it out. Because I'm not sure this is... Okay, there we go. I had it in there right and I'm not even sure it's the right side. I feel like it wasn't the right side, but we'll see here in a minute. Damn. Can't hardly get it in my fingers. Damn. I don't know why they would make this so hard to put in. Dude, this is a pain in the ass. It makes no sense at all. It's got these two little lips or whatever on them that stick out. Mainly, I guess, to keep it from falling out. Damn, this thing is pissing me off. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, cool. Alright, we need to put the arm things on. I gotta get the angle right. He's coming from this direction and shoving the sword in. He's not coming straight at him. And you get that context from the video, so. I don't know if this can hold it or not. It's a lot of weight. it in the hole. So it's going to look something like that. Ooh. So his shoulder, well, okay, this part needs to be turned and then leaned over. And we're gonna have to work with that. And let's get the head on. As always, just a little bit. Excuse me. And tilt the head over just a little bit like that. Something like that. And he's coming in there like this and shoving the sword through here. The only issue I'm seeing the angle of the sword doesn't really, I don't know, it's almost like it needs to go through here, not here. Let me see here. I'm gonna check out the video. Let me see here. I'm going to try to get it pulled up for you guys too, so you can see it. There it is. Oh, stand by. I don't know why OBS does this.
No fear.
Yeah, see, it looks like he's going right through the middle of him there, but Maybe it's a... They did it in such a way there's no way we would really be able to tell.
In the midst of battle, I shall have no fear.
Yeah, it looks like it's right in the middle. But the size of this sword... maybe not. Well, let me cut this off. I was gonna get ready to turn in, but I want to see this. I won't put the whole thing together yet, but... So we got that piece, it's gotta be together. So anyway, this is going through him. Well, I guess, I mean, it looks to me like it would literally sever his entire spine to me. Especially, you know, shoving it in that deep. And it looks like, but see, this is where from here it looks to me like it's coming at an angle, because this part right here is this. Oops, this part. You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here is the lower part, and then this part right here is that part. And it looks to me like it's coming out this way. Let's see here. That's an interesting thing that happened there. Watch when he cuts him, what happens to his sword. It gets shoved down by the weight, I think, of the body. Hits the ground. Excuse me. Okay. How much is sticking out? That's what I want to see. Okay, and here, see, here's that piece. So it's definitely at somewhat of an angle, but it's also, it's not as extreme, but it's also not down. It's not down here. I feel like he drove it through the chest, or up. Hold on. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me just shrink this a little bit. That basically it's coming through the lower portion of the chest, maybe like that. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So looks to me like he has his head tucked more, but it didn't over there. And I don't think this will go over any further. I don't think it does. I mean, this might turn, but it seems like it's too stiff. Yeah, I don't know. That's all right.
Of battle, I shall have no fear.
It's interesting, all these wires
I shall have no fear.
right here. That looks almost like a ladder or something, but let's see. I think there's a way you can slow this down. Yeah, playback speed. Here we go. Yeah, they don't really show us, but that looks like it might be going through the midsection, because here's the pelvis. Yeah, here's the thigh plate, pelvis. So yeah, I think it's coming up into the midsection now instead of the chest area like I was thinking. I just think for the video's purpose, this is wider than the model, but he's still coming at an angle. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. The gun is right on under the armpit. So essentially, oh, this fell over. This needs to be touching probably about here, or no, about here. And let me see. Yeah, that's the angle we're looking for. This would be just above that and right there. Yeah, that's it right there. I'm doing this to show you guys as much as so I can come back and look at it myself. Okay, that's gonna work. Well, alright everyone, I'm going to call it an evening. Well, on average we're streaming about what, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night for tonight. I appreciate everybody showing up and watching, whether you watched it live or not. Again, thank you to all my new subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, just finding us, please do me a favor to like, share, and subscribe. And we will catch you guys next time. Take care.